gubernatorial audience.
Why are you using SAT words here? Okay.
I'm quoting a quote from Deadpool in his last movie. Say one more
Okay.
word, mouth. Say one more word. That is
Mhm.
just uh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. By the time we do the Marvel, the Marvel Rivals announcement Monday, the trailer's going to be out.
Oh yeah. Can't wait.
So
We
that's
already got a tease of that.
yeah.
We already got a tease of that. Straight to the wedding. Wow. I still
Well,
remember.
since they're already doing Krakoa in that X-Men timeline, the wedding better have happened.
For real.
I still remember when that issue happened, and it was like such a
People were so mad and
dramatic.
got so happy. That shit was so funny.
Yeah. Funny enough, I think it was actually Donny Cates who suggested they do that with the marriage of
Yeah.
Rogue Gambit. I forget who was writing X Men at the time. Jeez,
I don't remember. I just remember they saw how people reacted really badly to like setting up the whole Batman wedding and then not
yeah,
doing it. So
yeah.
they needed a wedding to happen. That issue, regardless of who it was. And Donnie Cates was just like, "Nah, go do the Rogan Gambit.
Dude, that was like the most
You're
awkward
not gonna
wedding.
ship them with anyone else anyway, so you might as well just put them together."
That was like the most awkward wedding of all time, since you're recycling the ceremony of another person's wedding, basically. Like, wow.
I didn't like the reason for the breakup. To be honest, I'm fine with Kitty and Colossus not being a thing. I thought them getting together was creepy as shit as a kid.
Okay,
People don't remember he was way older.
okay. Them not being together is one thing, but to do that in front of all
No,
your friends and
no, no, no,
family,
no, no, no,
like,
no. I agree that was terrible. I'm not
yeah,
arguing that. I didn't mind Rogan Gambit. I ain't mind the guy who steals everything, stealing this wedding for at the
yeah,
last moment. But
okay,
I was like, Ileana, you don't like Kitty like that. You act
uh-huh,
like you do, but you don't pursue her. Why are you ruining your own brother's wedding like this?
yeah, yeah. I mean, dude, if that was my sister, I'll be like saying, "What the hell? You couldn't talk about these concerns to me, your brother first? Like, look what you ended up doing! Like, dude, this is the most embarrassing day of my life now. What the fuck? Jeez.
Yeah, think about it. The anniversary of Rogan Gambit will always be the day that Colossus got his heart broken.
Oh yeah, and literally the next time we see Colossus was like in another title where he's at his apartment, literally drinking bottles and bottles of vodka. Like, god damn, dude. I still remember that. And I still remember my reaction to when the wedding was called off. If I was in that wedding, I'll be telling everybody that I don't want to be that guy, but who's gonna be cutting the cake?
I'll have to be honest with you. I need y'all to send me back my wedding gift. I'll use it myself.
Yeah, I mean, letting the cake go to waste isn't going to help anybody, audience. Like, so. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Go
yeah,
ahead.
but I keep hearing rumors
Hmm.
that we're going to see the first appearance of Cyclops in Marvel Rivals in
Yeah,
this
we did
trailer.
in the teaser trailer.
Oh
hmm
yeah. Okay.
So that pretty much, and we know we have files for Cyclops and stuff in the game. I think this is, I think season 7 is going to be Cyclops and Deadpool.
Ooh.
Potentially.
De-
We're not 100%.
Deadpool's been teased for a while now. He's been in multiple stories.
He's a
Like
safe
you
bet.
read people's lore and him doing stuff.
Yeah.
Cyclops been in
Deadpool.
people's stories. We finally got his
As long
look.
as I can potentially get
Yeah.
one of my faves, I'm good. I
Hey,
don't give a
we
fuck who gets put in this
Mar-
game.
as far as Marvel Rivals is concerned, they already gave us their Canadian representation with Deadpool at that point. Yeah.
We have Wolverine too. Did you forget about Wolverine?
Okay, so twice the Canadian representation there.
Yeah,
Then
maybe one get like an
like,
Alpha Flight like season or whatever the hell, and then they give me my twins. Okay, we already know
I
they'll be.
do feel like if they do give you the twins, they're going to be one person.
yep.
They're gonna. You can switch between the two. You know, I'm already planning this whole thing out in my head. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
I do think we're going to
Mostly
have like
just potential costumes.
mostly just costumes. That's all you got.
Well, no, I'm thinking about like other stuff too, but my main focus at this very moment is potential costumes for all 3 of my faves getting put into this game.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Hey, because some of these characters have been around for a while, okay? I'm allowed.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Well, only speaking of allowed, I think it's now time to allow us to introduce the show. So, all right, that way, let's go on. Welcome to Comic Fanatic Live, the news and reviews of the week, audience. You're here with me, Cryptid Secret 415. Give me a break. I've gone 3 live streams in a row. All right, move on. No intros from me.
No one
Like,
asked you to.
Yeah, I guess we're all, me and Crit are both on 3 live streams at this point.
yeah.
Second, so.
Mhm.
Ace Comics, Bricky Wall. Jake's not here, so I'm second apparently. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. Which might have started one second.
Anyways, I'm Richter, also known as the Witch of Jotunheim, pronouns they, he, and do not ask me to get into any more sci-fi universes. I'm already watching 2.
What's the second one? Other than Star Trek.
The Legiverse.
What the hell is that?
It's anime.
Okay.
Leiji Matsumoto.
We gotta do an anime night one these days, audience.
Oh,
So,
I haven't even
yeah.
finished Captain
An
Harlock.
anime or manga. An anime or manga.
Before we consider that.
How about say next time we have like not a lot of comics or something, we probably just do that.
Yeah, we could do that. So,
We'll figure it out.
Gotcha. And together we are the Fanatics, here to bring you the news.
Apparently.
The Fanatics -1, here to bring you the news and reviews of the week, audience. And in our special Tuesday nights, we bring you the reviews. You know, we have you some Captain America going up against some Xenomorphs, some Undeadpool here and there, some talks about Elfquest, a planet going to a planet She-Hulk, and all that, yada yada yada. So with that,
2 X-Men books in a row, by the way.
There you go. And we also have something called socials, right? Which,
Yeah, I guess. Subscribe. First of all. Second of all, follow our Twitter at Comic Fanatic 69. Okay, you get your updates every once in a while. Okay, at least twice a week, depending on the week. You can follow me on my Twitter at Witch of Jotun with an E. W. You got the idea. TikTok and Instagram at witch_of_Jotunheim. You know, my Tumblr and Blue Sky or North Star Ario. I never remember to post on either of those 2. Leave me alone. Anyways, my Ko-Fi is Witch of Jotunheim. Feel free to commission me for cool art. Hit me up on Instagram. I will most likely see it best there. Austin is still a reanimated brick wall, as always. And Cryptis is chilling.
Yep.
Bad
drinking some homemade grape tea grown in America, audience.
Yeah, and I'm watching Star Trek, so, you know, for the first time ever.
Nice. So, all right then. I guess with that, we should get started on the books. Austin, this is you, man.
All right, Planet She-Hulk of all things. I did not think I was going first, but I am semi-ready.
Okay.
As we all remember, well, if you've been here as we've been covering Imperium, which was kind of all over the place, you'll remember basically the first 5 pages, just them recanting what happened. Her being brought with Bruce here. Her finding out Bruce had 5 wives, while she only had a few boyfriends. I never realized that. I kind of forgot that she never met most of them because they all died.
Yeah.
People don't remember. You already know the one from Planet Hulk. That's probably the most famous one.
Yeah.
When he got turned small and he was in like the miniverse or the macroverse, whatever it was called, he had a wife there who died. You know, Betty. Everyone knows Betty. I don't really think that counts. But the point is,
would you expect any less for somebody who literally has the body of a god at that point? You know. So yeah.
I don't know, man. This is the same guy who, he had sex with Clea's aunt and lost it in 5 seconds.
Oh boy.
The Incredible Hulk, my ass. But
okay.
That's basically a little rundown. She's trying to run the planet. It's been longer than a few days. So if you remember our Imperial review, we said, well, the dialogue kind of inferred that it's been a week, but actually it's just been a week since she sent that message.
Okay.
So she has been here. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wonder what constitutes a day in a different planet sort of time, you know?
I guess
I actually do wonder if time works differently on Sakaar.
Yeah, because not all planets will follow the same rotational patterns as Earth, you know? So, just saying.
That's something they should have played around with. That would have been kind of interesting. Like for if Planet Hulk was like 10 years instead of like 1 year, I think that'd be a little bit more fun.
Yep.
But Hulk asked her to stay to govern the planet while he's gone, and every day people are fighting. Every day there's something that she has to break up, including a kid's birthday party and a food fight.
Wow.
I ain't gonna lie, they went old school She-Hulk and had her bathing for like 5 pages talking.
There you go, you know? Humble pie audience.
But basically, like she has a if y'all know Game of Thrones, you know how the king has a hand, or next person next to him tells him everything, what's going on, keeps him updated, all that. He tells her, "Oh yeah, so the former king and stuff before your I guess your nephew was king. He's not on the other side of the planet. He's getting married. He wants you to be there. You can't turn it down, or you're gonna start a whole big feud again, and we can't have that."
Right.
He's getting married to what looks like a human woman, but I'm pretty sure she's not human. A lot of series do not care about aliens. Some of them just look like people for some reason. You go to the first picture.
Okay. There we go.
It did not change on my side.
Oh, okay. Well, which can you see it?
Let me see. I see Jennifer in a nice, pretty dress.
Okay, so I just don't see it. That's fine, though.
Yes.
But this is her showing up to the party. I like the outfit because it reminds me of it kind of reminds me of what Asgard females wear.
Yeah.
Like Zeus in them, like that type of god type female thing.
Yep.
She walks in, everything looks like it kind of really looks like a Roman thing, like a Roman Empire situation. You look around the area, how everyone got it planted. They're all trying to do fake high society stuff. Some of the aliens are ugly, but then the place gets attacked by assassins.
Uh-oh.
And while trying to fight She-Hulk, one of them really does kick her 30 feet into the wall, by the way. They're strong. People don't remember, warriors on Sakaar all were Hulk level strength. He had to fuse to, be able to beat these people. They were actual threats to Hulk. Well, back in their day, not in the last few books.
Yeah.
But in the process, this man's wife gets killed.
Oof.
And that's the end of the first issue. You go to the next picture if you got it.
That's what
I think now it changed for me. I can see this man's human wife got murdered.
Yikes.
But the way she's talking implies that she said everyone has a reason to fight, a reason to kill, and a reason to lie. I think she thinks that the husband set it up so he can marry this chick, get all the benefits, and then kill her off so he doesn't have to be with her.
What do you call that? What did you call that? Gigolo or something like that? I forgot what the proper term is.
That used to be the original term for Black Widow, where they used to kill their husband after they married him to get all their money.
What's the male equivalent to that then?
I have no idea. I don't think I've ever heard of a male
equivalent. Gold digger. A male gold digger. That's what I'm calling it.
There you go. I guess what it is now.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like a unique premise. I mean, this would be a book like I would pick up in my comic book shop. Fortunately, I didn't get a chance to go there this week. So,
if you're just trying to get a casual book, I think this is fine. But I do think it's weird that this is like the story you're going with after Imperium. Like the first major Imperium ongoing book is this.
Yeah. Do you think this is partly because like they're just trying to figure out what to do with She-Hulk at this point?
I think so, and I also think they're trying to keep everything kind of in a safe space until Armageddon happens and whatever the ramification of that is.
Yeah,
Like it's because we know that the Doom thing was a last minute like event. It was supposed to be Kang's event.
Of course. Yeah.
So it feels like they're trying to move forward back, like they're trying to hurry on to the next thing so they can be back on track with whatever they're planning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't say I'm mad at it, but like it is kind of disappointing. And the casual book is fine though. You want to see Shield be strong, do a murder mystery type thing. I guess that works again.
You want to see She-Hulk in a pretty dress, audience? Here you go too. So there
you want to see a strong, confident woman? Here you go.
Yeah, exactly. Sure.
Mm-hmm. But alright then. Yep. Alright then. Any final thoughts before we move on?
I really want to see a fight scene. I want to see like an actual good fight scene, not just what they showed us earlier.
Gotcha. Well, you want okay. I understand what you want to see in that fight. So,
bro, we're on some car, bro. I want some carnage. I want to fuck somebody up.
I just imagine a Real Housewives style fight with She-Hulk and one of the other female warriors here now. Damn. So.
That could work too. I'm very scared. I'm very scared they're gonna bring back Hulk's wife. I feel like it's one of those moments where we're like, well, oh yeah, and Sierra's back alive. And like not thinking about what it means.
Member berries or bring her back as a Force ghost or something like that, So
well, if anyone else can just randomly come back to life, I'm sure she can too at some point.
Yep, that's true. But all right then, I guess with that we should probably move on to the next book, audience. So we'll move on to my book, audience. Undeadpool issue number 1. That's right, audience. Right?
Really?
I wish we came out. I wish we talked about this when it was Halloween.
You enjoying yourself right now?
Yeah. Yep. I'm enjoying it. I've been waiting a couple weeks to post that sound, audience, because it fits what's going on in this book. So anyway, this is like what Deadpool's life has been like since that whole X virus came out, and you gotta wonder how is that going to affect Deadpool's situation since he was a human that got his DNA in kind of spliced with a mutant DNA, right? The answer, he ended up having the worst of both worlds, really. He wasn't human enough for the virus to completely kill him, but he wasn't mutant enough for it to completely kill him. So now he's just kind of stuck in this horrible in-between space where his mind's basically lobotomized, and he can only respond based on action of his profession, which is just killing.
Aww.
Yeah. So imagine you being forced to do your job for the rest of your life, literally. Dang.
Yeah, we could have had a Deadpool and Spider-Man team up.
That would have been something.
Undead and Radioactive Spider. That could have been fun. But instead, we got what we got.
Gotcha. But surprisingly, Deadpool isn't really the main character of this. Witch, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay. So I knew. Okay, good. You gotta be here for this part, right? So we actually,
yes.
So we actually get treated to this group of young survivors. Actually, let me bring up the picture, and they go by the Alpha Warriors.
Okay, I saw this on Twitter. It doesn't shock
me.
The
Alpha Flight fused with the Secret Warriors. Is that what this is?
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't think of the fucking name. Okay.
Deadpool kind of brings this up. Actually, he's talking directly to the audience, saying it's bold naming yourself after Alpha Flight and the New Warriors.
Yeah, especially you know what I will give them this. At least they made up a new name instead of just stealing one or the other.
Gotcha. That will excite all 6 of their fans.
Hey, hey.
I casted that die.
Before, like,
Six people in which count for two of them.
I casted that die, audience.
No, only Alpha Flight fans are allowed to make that fucking joke, Cryptid. You're against your boy Wade Wilson. Fuck off.
Oh boy. All 6 of their fans.
Maybe we talk about the Warriors fans because hey, the amount of Alpha Flame fans that were in the Uncanny experience, all 3.
Yeah.
Just remember
all
that.
6 of their fans, and which counts for 2 of them.
Yep.
I don't have DID, dude. I'm just one person.
Gotcha. Anyway, let's talk about these group of this adaptation of the Alpha Warriors, right? You're treated with Maggie. Oh, sorry, Magni. He's the guy. He's the person with the skull, face paint, and the hammer. He's basically the Thor guy of the group. Then you have the one up front. Her name is Fantastica, who has Reed Richards like stretchy powers. And I can already assume that Jake automatically would say this is a much better version of Reed. Like, damn. Yeah. Then you have the guy in the background with the roots thing. His name is Kid Man Thing. Already better than Boy Thing for obvious reasons, audience. So.
He could have been Boy Thing too.
He could no. They're just going with the appropriate name of Kid Thing. I think that's a safe way to go. You know. All right, and then we have the one in the left-hand corner. Her name is Fearless. She's kind of like a Daredevil wannabe. Her powers are kind of weird. Okay, Fearless has all the blind of Daredevil, but none of the ninja stuff. She finds out quick that her mental powers ain't worth a stack. Okay, so her powers is called blind and sort of sense things? Yeah, that's kind of lame. Okay, anyway. Yeah. Because remember, the status of this world is that, like, the X virus, if you're a human, you either die or become a mutant, So.
Or if you're Franklin, you become an ugly-headed thing and get murdered.
Exactly. So, yeah, surprisingly, this is the group we're following, and if we're not the only ones following them, we have Deadpool following them, right? Because remember, his profession is to kill people, and even though he's conscious of what he's doing in his mind, he has no control over his body anymore. So, when he sees this group of kids, audience, Deadpool goes full Jason Voorhees here. Like,
what the fuck did these kids do to him?
It's just
he can't stop himself.
Yeah, it's nothing personal, which it's literally just Deadpool's profession. The X virus.
Give him at least one more issue.
Yeah, the X virus just made sure that Deadpool can only kill people now at this point. Imagine your body's forever forced to just do work on your cosplay. You can't do anything else besides that.
If I was getting paid to do that, sure, fuck it, we ball.
No, you're not getting paid or anything. It's like your body's physically need to do that.
That is not a good fucking comparison because I already do that.
24/7
comparison. Deadpool already just kills people.
No,
Deadpool
but he has
fucking kills people, dude. Regardless of the virus or not. It's not a good comparison.
The point is now he can only do that.
Yes. That's what I'm
saying. He can't talk.
I know that he can only do that. I was fucking joking. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Gotcha. But yeah, he can't talk. He can only go for the kill, So he's basically stooping after these kids. And what's one of the rules in a horror movie, audience? Never pee Exactly. Funny you should bring that up. Because it turns out Mr. Fantastica is actually in a romantic relationship with a kid thing, right? But
that's why the name's bad. That's why the name's bad. That's why the name's bad.
Okay. Junior thing. Oh God, that sounds worse too. Okay, regardless,
he could be Man Thing Junior. There you go. Okay,
Man.
MTH. I'm MTJ. Okay. There you go.
Gotcha. So Fantastica decides to go out of the campfire with the Thor guy, right? to go get firewood, and wouldn't you know it, they're actually making out. So in this dystopian apocalypse, cheating is still a thing, audience. So yeah, one of the rules, audience, in a horror film: never be the couple making out. Otherwise, you see this happen. Ah! Oh, damn. He gets pierced right through the mouth, audience. Like,
Deserved.
yep. She comes back to her group crying, and like the thing guy is like, they're trying to escape too, but like, he finds out that his girlfriend was cheating on him, and oh man, this never get personal in these dystopian universes, audience. You gotta set some
Yeah, this
boundaries.
is an age of apocalypse, guys.
Yep. So anyway, the guy is so hurt by this. He's like, I'm not okay. You know what? I'm going out on my own. I'm not. I don't want to deal with you or this shit. Even though Fantastica's crying,
If
so
I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die alone.
which is what happens.
Totally a good idea, guys. Yeah, 100% do that.
Yep.
Maybe he
As soon
wants
as
to die at this point. I don't know. He got Peter on.
yep. As soon as he walks out alone, again, also on one of the rules in a horror flick, never go out on your own, audience. So yeah, he basically gets crucified, and here's another fun thing that I like what Frank Cherry did with Deadpool. Right, the reason I had to bring up that Friday the 13th soundtrack and have to compare Deadpool to Jason Voorhees is because apparently Deadpool is in possession of his short range teleporter. I know it's never confirmed that Jason has teleporting powers, but everybody just keeps speculating that, given the fact that he tends to just
I just
walk.
what I did. He runs off screen. It's just a funny thing to me.
Yeah,
Like
we
the
don't.
moment
You
you
know
saw
what?
him,
Just
he
for the
went to a
shits and
full
giggles
sprint.
of it, let's say he does have teleporting powers.
Yeah,
For shits and giggles.
yeah. Uh, you could, yeah. I mean, it's best of both worlds. In this situation, it is Deadpool is basically Jason Voorhees if with confirmed teleportation powers. You know.
For
So
the funnies.
yeah. So anyway, he teleports and he ends up killing Fantastica, right? And like, god damn, dude, he kind of like takes all the innards off her insides, so she's just skin, basically. Like, god damn it, Wade. Now the only one that's left is Fearless. Right?
I'm just saying, Cryptid, you don't know much Alpha Flight lore, and that's okay.
Mhm.
Obviously, you know how much the Secret Warriors have failed in their livelihoods. We know this, okay? But I don't think
Yep.
you know anything much about Alpha Flight. So here's like the four main things that they're known for, okay?
Okay.
Team ups, sex, death, and failures. Those are like the four main things that we know about them.
All of which
Also
have to
number
do with
5,
one issue.
they're messy as hell. So these group
All-
of kids picking these two fucking teams is funny as hell to me. It's ironic to me.
Okay, they live up to the mantle proud, is what I'm hearing. So
Oh,
yeah.
but keep in mind, at least these kids, like, at least most of Alpha Flight are alive.
Mhm. I don't know about their status in this universe, but yeah.
No, because Northstar and Heather are confirmed alive.
Okay. But anyway, so the last person left is Fearless, and right before it looks like Deadpool is about to kill her, Deadpool regains control over his body because apparently he killed enough people to satiate his lust to kill. So now he has somewhat control of his body. So yeah, he's telling Fearless like, look, I'm back in control, and I know you're gonna find this hard to believe, but I actually want to help you. Like, you killed all my friends, you bitch. Like, no, look here, it's okay. Just touch my hand, touch my head, use your powers. You know I'm not lying. Like, okay. I mean, I have nothing better to do at this point. Like, what else is there? Walking out alone? I mean, you're just gonna follow me once your bloodlust comes back, like. So yeah, while this is going down, you see that they're being monitored by none other than Cable, right? And it looks like Cable's going to go after those two for whatever reason, and he's no longer sporting the techno-organic virus. He has like this root. Well, actually, damn, I should have brought up a picture of this. It looks like his techno-organic virus just went haywire on his body, and it's almost like trees at this point, you know? I guess we'll get more of an explanation of that in the next issue. But yeah, audience, that's the Undeadpool, you know? Man, this issue should have come out the week before Halloween. But hey, better late than never, audience, you know? So, all right. If you want your new Warriors representation or Alpha Flight representation, here you go. So,
This is not a good Alpha Flight representation because they aren't Alpha Flight. Cryptid.
it's the closest you'll get.
No,
So,
no, no,
in this
no.
event.
Nope.
In this event.
I would rather have no Alpha Flight representation at all than whatever the fuck this was, okay?
Gotcha.
So, fuck off with that bullshit.
Anyway, all right. That's it
We're
for
not
my
allowed to
book.
speak of my team again.
Yep, nope. All right. So, moving on to the next book, audience.
Finally, it's my turn. We're talking about a book that will scare a Christian mother in the South, or just a Christian mother anywhere. And we're talking about Look Into My Eyes, issue 4. Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so we see Ellie. You know, we just see like, basically kind of what happened. You know, she kind of killed her mom with her powers or whatever, and then she like leaves her house to see the chaos that is happening in her city. You know.
Yeah.
And everything that she's like saying everything that's happening to RJ, and then she's like, "Are you even fucking listening to me?" And RJ's like, "I mean, yeah, but I'm also looking at these files that you gave me." And she was like, "Did you read this? Like, I was right all along. They've been experimenting on us since the fucking beginning. Like, why did they want to fucking do this?"
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, RJ's like, and like the worst part, someone from Canon Corp was actually inside our school the whole goddamn time. They called them a content generator. Like, Jesus Christ, this is making me feel sick, you know?
Dang.
And she's like, what is even, like, it feels like we're trapped in a bloody comic book. Yeah. It's like, what is even real
wink,
anymore? That was funny as hell. And so Ellie's like, yeah, it's my mom's fault. She wrote most of that fucking bullshit anyways, you know? Like, it's like, I never tried to stop her before. It's kind of crazy. And, like, Ellie apologizes about everything, you know? But don't worry. Friendship is here. Friendship is here. We love friendship. Can you go to the next picture?
Yep.
So, yeah. I mean, this isn't that bad, actually. So, basically... Okay. Basically Ellie's RJ's like so like besides she can't really hurt you anymore. So we cut back to the lighthouse where Ellie's mom wakes up and she reads the letter to anyone who's audio only today. It says, "Mom, I think you're dead. I can't find your pulse, although I know little about this. I'm sorry for everything that's happened. I've never been the daughter you always wanted. You weren't the mother I needed either, but I love you. And I know that in your way you love me too. I hope you found peace. Ellie, P.S. If you're alive, please don't follow me."
Mm-hmm.
And so then we get an ad for another Knock Knock ad. You know, by the way, you should scan the QR code if you're reading this because it actually takes you to a website where you can actually like delve into the world a little bit more. You know, it's actually very interesting. Anyways, so RJ and Ellie are in the tunnels, you know, underneath the city and everything, and all that other stuff. RJ checks her phone and sees that Lori has called her a bajillion times. Yeah, a bajillion times, and everything like that. And so RJ finds Susie's like memorial thing from like issue 1 or whatever. But don't worry. They gotta sneak it to the house, into Susie's house, so that RJ can charge his phone, you know?
Yeah.
And everything like that. And don't worry, they're able to sneak into RJ's house, you know? And with the help of disguises and also a taser gun, they get in. Yay!
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, and fun fact, RJ's and Lori's mom is dead.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, don't worry. Also, RJ is able to charge Susie's phone, you know, and everything like that. And basically finds Lori in the closet, covered in blood and everything like that. But don't worry, the siblings are reunited. Yay! Time touching moment. Anyways, the phone is fully charged now, and they're able to look into it. RJ is able to unlock it with a very simple S code. You know those like draw the draw unlock pattern things, way to unlock your phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was one of those kinds of phones. It's fine,
Okay.
don't worry. And so basically RJ finds out that it was all Sam. It's all Sam's fault for what happened. And if you went on the website, you would know this. By the way. And so basically, RJ starts going towards the monsterish goop thingy, but don't worry, Michael was able to snap her out of it. Can you go check the next picture, please?
Yep. Hold.
Yeah, that's the picture.
Here we go.
And not as much gore as the last couple issues, but it's fine. It's fine. Anyways, they all get into a car. And now they're on the move from the goop, from the monstery goop, and everything like that. So they have to go to a camp, Camp Argentino. And Michael was like, nah, hell fucking no. I was just there, okay? And so RJ's like, why are you so freaked out? Like, people online are saying that's the only safe place. And Michael's like, that is fucking fake ass news. I just came from there. I only escaped the van because that area was crawling with goddamn monsters. Because it was crawling with goddamn monsters. And so Michael suggests that they go to the end of the world party. Yay. I just dropped the thing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And so, they decide to go to a party. Besides, Ellie's not 100% on board with the idea, but they end up going anyways. And, we see a bunch of people hanging out, partying it up and everything. And then they decide to go to a quieter spot, they're just vibing and all that jazz, Lori drinks alcohol because, the end of the world and everything. And RJ's obviously stressed the fuck out of this whole thing. And Michael tries to comfort her, by smooching up on her and everything like that. And RJ's like, what the fuck? Hell fucking no, this is not the time or the place. Okay, we can do this another time. We got to figure out what the hell's going on. Okay, I am stressed the fuck out right now. Don't worry, I got a wardrobe change as well, okay? Yeah, RJ gets another wardrobe change. I love wardrobe changes. Anyways, so RJ's like, okay, I'm just going to bounce for a sec. I got to clear my head. And so Ellie's like, well, I'm going to go with you. And RJ's like, no. Stay with Lori. They're kind of wasted right now. I'm going to get some air, and then I'm going to snack some food. Okay? I will be right back. And so basically, she's searching around. She goes to a store where she's reading some comics. Keep in mind, if you see the picture, the panel itself, you would be like, wait a minute, those comics look familiar. It's the other covers from the other issues, But don't worry, she's able to get some food and everything. And turns on silent mode, which is important, which might be important for later, but don't worry about it. Anyways, so a helicopter pulls up to the lighthouse, and so basically another armed person was like, oh, hello, Miss Ripley, it's truly an honor to be working with you. And so she's like, spare me the ass kissing, just do your goddamn job, okay? Have you found her yet? And the other person's like, no, we lost track of them at the Wynn house, they might have fled into the woods. We're not 100% sure. But so Norma, that's her name, by the way, is well, that complicates things. Any news about Tim's boy? He's gonna come. That's gonna come back later, okay? It's gonna remind you of very specific people later on, but we'll get to that. Anyways, so they're on a mission to find RJ for many reasons because she's been exposing these people for a hot minute. Anyway, so RJ takes some time on herself and goes to the movies. Because he could do that. And everything like that. And so, basically, RJ's about to leave and then basically gets stopped by this ice-looking motherfucker. And he's like, stop. And so RJ's like, look, I don't want any trouble, dude. I'm about to leave. And then he's like, ain't no way you're passing through. And basically, assumes that she's Chinese just because she's Asian. Keep in mind, and I'm just like, bruh, you fucking dumbass, okay? And basically brings up like COVID related shit to her, and then she like does a really nice throwback, like a really nice like, ha, fuck you, and she's like, I'm Vietnamese, dumbass. Can you go to the next panel, please? I don't remember what panels I said. Okay, that's that one. Okay, can I go to the next one?
This is the
That
last one.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's like, oh, you think you're mocking me? Like, I don't see the truth, blah, 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 blah. He calls himself an alpha male, dude. Ew. Disgusting! Anyways, yeah, he's definitely, like, one of those fucking ice alpha male Charlie Kirk motherfuckers, anyways. So basically, she's like, okay, boomer, and then she, like, flips him off and starts walking away. And so basically, he's like, stop, don't move another inch. Do you think you're just going to walk away? Not on my watch. And so he's like, oh, you're the sickness here and I'm the cure. And then all you see is an onomatopoeia of blam, assuming that he shot her, but we're not 100% sure because we got to wait till next month, bestie. Or wait till next month to know if RJ's okay, which in my heart, I know she is, okay? And that's where the issue ends. Yeah, next issue is next month. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Sounds like a lot going on. So
you're telling me we have to deal with alpha male motherfuckers? We have better things to work on. The only alphas that I care about is Alpha Flay, okay? And the Omegaverse. Those are the only two times I give a shit. Obviously those two things are better than the other.
Gotcha. But alright then. Any final thoughts before we move on?
No.
Okay. Gotcha. Alright then. With that, we'll move on to the next book, audience. And I got this one. Alien versus Captain America #1, audience. Man, I get to talk about Captain America and Deadpool in the same night. So yay. Surprisingly, Cap doesn't really. Yeah, I know, right? Surprisingly, Captain America doesn't really play a big part in this book. Well, I shouldn't say that. He just doesn't have much panel time here. We start off with this is all being set in World War II, by the way, audience. So you see Captain America and Bucky. They had just finished beating up a bunch of Hydra goons in Castle Strucker because they're trying to look for Von Strucker. They kept one of the Hydra goons conscious. Their Captain America's beating them up, telling them hey, you gotta give us the information on where Strucker is. And the Hydra goon is like saying, my budgies American fools, but I really only have one thing to say to that. Cut off one head and another will grow. Yeah, as he bites down a pill from his tooth, and yeah, he ingested the red dust of death, audience. Yeah, cruel fate. Question, audience: which would you rather get gassed with, Joker venom or the red dust? One will
kills
make
you. At least the red dust is quick.
With red dust, you'll have the face of a Nazi, Austin. Are you willing to go out that way?
Yeah, you will die faster. Joker makes you laugh to death of all things.
You'll die with a smile at least. Well, I guess each their own poison, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, after that, most of the issue is just actually about Strucker's journey because he's going to the Himalayas. He's been trying to find new resources to help the Hydra regime. He got a lead on. Surprisingly, they are aware of Attilan from the Inhumans. The city.
Yep.
And they are aware that they might have. They look at them as a superior family, and they might have left behind some weapons in their old strongholds. So one of those places happened to be in the Himalayas. They go there. It's completely deserted.
Yeah, this is a real deep cut, by the way.
I know, right? I mean, this is kind of like
the only evidence of them being around, if you go back in old Fantastic Four, you'll hear Black Wolf talking about his dad was in the Himalayas. So it's a really real deep cut.
Oh, okay, yeah. The writer did their thing, So Frank Cherry. So kudos to him. Um, let's see. This kind of like taking a little bit of page out of Predator, where they're kind of where writers are trying to sneak in their history into the established canon of a hero. Because in here you find out that like the Inhumans in their past have dealt with the xenomorphs. Let me bring it up. Look,
Okay.
you see hieroglyphics of, of course, like the Inhumans and their the royal family, this and that. But you also see hieroglyphics of the xenomorphs. So they're like, damn. Okay, and you see the scientists like looking through, like what appears to be one of the corpses of the former king who had their chest bursted. Um, they apparently there was a war between the Inhumans and the Xenomorphs. Well, I guess we all know who won that match at the end of the day. So, but Hydra ends up finding the eggs of the Xenomorph, and it goes as you expected. They get infected. They get the face huggers in their face, except for Von Strucker because he has Satan's claw audience. He stuns one of the face huggers long enough for them to bring them back to base, study it, and they get more xenomorphs, and now they're pretty much taking all their POWs to get face hugged.
Bro,
They're
just
like,
let me
damn.
die, bro.
I gotta say, audience, there's been many adaptations of World War II across media. 616 World War II audience, there's no
We have
comparison.
more adaptations of World War II than we do World War One.
Yeah, but like in this situation, like World War II and 616 is the most dopest, most cruelest, most difficult adaptation of that because in World War II, keep in mind, you have aliens, you have a god, you have androids, you have literal Martians. Oh, there you go. You have Atlanteans. God damn, like all these
You got
different
mutants.
factions, mutants too.
Yeah,
Like
it
all
really
these.
was World War. Every faction was involved. Usually, with a big part.
Yeah, I know, right? So man, like 616 has the pinnacle of the most hard war.
Where's the retcon that the CR was here? I need to know. I need to see it. I don't think Gladiator and World War II fighting anymore.
Oh, that would be dope. But anyway, so yeah. So anyway, they get busy on beefing up their forces. Red Skull is excited about this. He's like saying, "I'm going to have a power that'll usurp the Third Reich himself." Hail Hydra! And while this is going down, you see Nick Fury. Yeah, the actual badass Nick Fury, right, from World War II audience. He's leading his Howling Commandos to a village in France where they all just basically got, infected with xenomorphs. You see the corpses of all of them. Their ribs are just blasted out. You see, they find one female survivor, and she's telling them what happened. Right before the xenomorph pops out of her chest, like Nick Fury's like, "Holy shit!" Before like that xenomorph was about to jump and bite Nick Fury's face off, you see the xenomorph get sliced in two by Captain America's shield. So yeah, that's really how the issue ends, with the last page being like Nick Fury like saying, "We don't need
your
stinking,
help.
we don't need stinking Captain America's help with this mission." And Steve is like, "Well, Uncle Sam says otherwise." Like, damn. Yeah, I just find it funny that like in the past few adaptations of like going back to World War II, they writers seem to want to state that Nick Fury and the rest of the Howling Commandos really didn't like Captain America. I'm like, wow, really?
I always thought it
Yeah.
was a thing like they didn't like him initially, they didn't want to go to him after the years. So every time they
Yeah.
go back, it's always like a redone version of their first mission for some reason.
Exactly.
Usually.
Yeah. The only premise I could think of is like, Nick Fury and the rest of the Howling Commandos, they're the traditional actual soldiers, right? And they look at Captain America as nothing more than a poster boy, you know? So, yeah, but it is kind of hard not to notice that they keep running with that mentality that all the soldiers really didn't think too highly of Cap. But, Cap always has to prove them wrong at the end of the day, you know? So yeah, I mean that was it. Good issue. I can't wait to pick up the rest of the series. And yeah, Xenomorph, some World War II audience. What more can you want? You know.
Not
So
Xenomorphs during World War II.
Like he's doing that. Like, yeah,
what?
go ahead.
Austin?
What are you saying?
Xenomorphs during World War II, not a good idea, bestie.
Yep.
I was saying, I was thinking about I think it was Earth Mightiest Heroes or maybe it was Avengers Assemble. I don't remember, but they keep
Mhm.
doing that. Like even in Earth Mightiest Heroes, I believe their version of Cap in World War II had Red Skull trying to like bring Asgardian monsters to Earth,
Yep.
and it's like, bro, just let this man fight Nazis. Why does it keep being like the forces
Yeah.
of God or
Well,
something? It's
that
crazy,
that's what happens when he's the best soldier of their time. You're going to have to bring him to the most intense missions.
bro. This man
To
fought
deal with.
vampires for no reason.
Oh yeah, vampires. That was another thing in World War II audience. Vampires and werewolves. Oh yeah, and ghosts. Oh yeah, keep this in mind, audience. The Nazis were able to study and utilize the concepts of vampires, werewolves, and ghosts.
And it really shows you, bro. If like if Red Skull wasn't evil, I'm just saying he might have been one of the greatest heroes of all time. What are you doing with this?
I know,
How
right?
did you come up with this idea?
Amazing,
You
amazing.
can't want to
Oh,
win that bad. You're like, I'm gonna bring back the dead.
go for that. For more details on that story, audience, go read Captain America: Ghost Army. Yeah, yeah. Oh, there's also this one other line I kind of like that Frank Turi added to Captain America, where he's like saying like we're generally in a of the worlds right now. Yeah, War of the Worlds play on at the time, audience. If you know your history on that, you know it. So yeah.
This I read this, but you pretty much covered everything.
Yeah.
This is basically what I wanted from the original crossover. I never understood why they immediately said, "Oh, aliens versus Avengers,"
Hmm.
because the whole point of aliens was like realistically, you can like be real. If Avengers were the aliens was handled correctly, it wouldn't have been an issue, to be honest.
Yeah,
But when you
yeah.
do it on this smaller scale, being exploited by another force, I mean, this is Hydra. Like the threat
Mhm.
level becomes way higher, especially when
Mhm.
Hydra eventually loses control of the situation.
Oh yeah. No,
So, like,
no,
this is a better approach just for this type of story in general. Cap is
yeah.
probably the best person you could do to raise
Mhm.
the stakes into situation. Because now he has to lead a bunch of, I won't say regular soldiers, because Howard Commandos are kind of cracked. I'm not gonna lie, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's not like mutants or Thor, God in the background, or a Hulk running around. It literally just Captain America and a bunch of soldiers, which is a lot more. I
Mhm.
guess it makes it a lot more tense.
Yeah. I want one of the soldiers to be looking at one of those xenomorphs and saying, "You are one ugly mother beeper." How Arnold Schwarzenegger said the same thing about Predator. Like
Yeah,
I want that to be this version. So yeah. Yeah, it was a good issue, is what I'm saying, audience. So, yeah, you guys have any final thoughts on this before we move on?
Not really.
You don't want to see Nazi xenomorph switch? Like,
No.
dude,
Why
that's
the fuck
actually
do I want
very
to see
concerning.
that? I have better things to look at.
If they give us a panel of Xenomorph standing up like straight up, bipedal, and then doing the Hell and Hydra thing, I'm gonna lose my
oh
mind.
my
Yeah, I'm gonna personally come
I
after
want,
you for that, buddy.
I want to see like a swastika carved into one of the xenomorphs' heads. Like, damn.
Bro, actually, you know what's funny? They used to do that in video games, not like that specifically, but they used to carve symbols into their heads so you can identify
Mhm.
which one it was. Like we had one called Grid, we had one named
Yep.
Six, and stuff like that. They're very
I
possible
remember.
there's going to be a Nazi one with a swastika on his head.
Oh yeah, that would be dope. But anyway, all right then. That's really it for this issue, audience. So of that, we can move on to the next. Do-do-do-do.
Because it's my turn again, besties. Did you miss me? Just kidding. We're talking about Ultimate X-Men, issue 21, written and drawn by Peach Momoko. You know the dealio. So anyways, we start off with Kageyama looking at a picture of Hisako. And basically, we kind of get his backstory of when he first went to the middle school that Hisako went to, you know? And everything like that. He's kind of an outcast, you know, and all that other stuff. And so then he's like reading this one manga, and then Hisako notices, you know, because sometimes you do that, you notice things. And she was like, "Oh, I've read that book. Do you like horror too?" And he's like, yeah. And she's like, "Oh, did you know they banned that series because it was too scary?" I own the full set though. And so basically, Kageyama's like, "Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know." And he's in his mind, he's like, "Who is this person? I can't read her thoughts, you know." And she's like, "Oh, if you want to borrow the next volume, let me know. Like, I'll let you, you know, as long as I get it back." And so basically, these other two classmates are like, "Look at you. You're always trying to be so friendly. Like, he obviously doesn't want to talk to anyone." And Hisako's like, "Oh, come on, guys. It's not like that," and everything. And so basically, we go into Kageyama's mindscape type thing where we see him as like a little kid. And we see Hisako as well. And she's like, "Kageyama, like, what's your deal, man?" He's like, "Did you think I needed you, that I was lonely? You always tried to talk to me out of kindness, pity. You're the only person I can't read. Like, that time I showed you the little thingy, like, your eyes were blank, like, you didn't know who I was. Like, do you remember? Because I do. I'll never fucking forget." And he's like, he's getting all pissy now, and he's like, "Hisako, answer me. Talk to me like you did the day we met." And so basically, can you go to the first picture?
Yep. There we
So
go.
basically, she's like, "Kageyama, you're pathetic. Doing all of this just to try to get my attention? Really?" So basically, we cut to the National Diet Building, and we see some reporters, you know, talking about stuff and how people are protesting against the Mutant Registration Act, because even in this universe, we can't catch a break and everything like that. And so obviously we see May and the rest of the X-Men, you know, pulling up, and she was like, "Oh, you guys are the best, showing up to protest, like, you know, thank you." So can you go to the next picture?
Yep.
Cool. So we see Sunfire, and he's like, "My mutant children, it is a brave thing to stand for your beliefs, to protect our dignity. Like, I commend your courage, blah, 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 blah." And he's like, "I cannot allow you to interfere with my plans. Still, you may yet serve me. Like, your timing is perfect to test my ex soldiers or whatever. Let us see what they can do, you know?" One of them, okay, three of them I can figure out who they're supposed to be based off of, okay? The one blobby guy in the back looks like Glob, you know? The girl with the brain looks like Sarabella, formerly known as No Girl. And then one of them, she looks a bit more like who I'm talking about in later panels, but kind of looks like Penance. Monet Sequoia, if anyone was curious. Anyways, so we come back to the protest where we see Kanon. And she like fixed her Shinai, which is like her like sword thingy, you know. She's like, nothing more than, you know, a little help from a trusty duct tape, you know, I'm good. And so basically we see some people like screeching, like yelling and everything like that. And then we see some of the MyX mutants, you know. One has some ribbon arms, the other one is like strong and bluish. He doesn't have ice powers, so I can't say he's Iceman, but whatever, it's fine.
Right.
So, yeah. So basically, Kanon's like, "Who are you guys? Identify yourselves." And so Futaba's like, "They're not attacking people. People are just falling over." Obviously, Kanon's like, "Something's suspicious, okay? Something is fucking suspicious." Okay. So, can you go to the next panel? I don't remember what fucking panels I put.
Hold on a sec.
And go back, please.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll stay there. Basically, the one with the ribbon arms is like, that one seems unaffected. And then the brain is like, perhaps like a more physical approach is required. So basically the ribbon guy grabs Kanon's like sword, you know, and basically rips it in half, and it bonks the brain girl in the head, knocking her out, you know, and everyone's headache is gone. May is fighting the really big blue guy, you know. I still don't know who the fuck he's supposed to be based off of, but anyone has suggestions, hit me up on Twitter about it.
Gotcha.
Anyways, so Kanon's like, they're busting the protest. I guess we got to the Sun Emperor's answer, huh? Mutants again, mutants. And May is like, guys, look at their eyes. They have the same blank look Surge had. They're being controlled. And even Nico's like, something's different. She was still herself. These guys lack full-on emotions, okay? So we see Glub, who instead of being pink is actually blue. So Hisako puts on her armor, and everything like that. And thanks to Kanon's abilities, she's able to fix her sword thing and make it an actual psychic sword,
Yeah.
And so basically May is like, okay guys, don't forget they're still mutants. Even if their heads have been messed with, we all are on the same side eventually. Basically May and Nico are fighting the penance looking person, who's male. Good to know. Everything that obviously Natsu is using her one eye beam to be like pew 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 pew. You get the idea.
Yeah.
Obviously, all this other stuff. Everyone's fighting. They're fighting each other and everything. Oh, we get another person who is a little feisty over here. It's great. I have theories on who this person can be, but that's for another day.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Nico tries to help out Kanon, and then the ribbon guy basically kind of knocks her out, but she's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, everyone's fighting everyone. They're low-key getting their asses handed to them until something happens, and and every one of the MyX soldiers are getting headaches for some reason. I wonder who's doing that. And then we see some glasses on the bottom corner, And so basically, we cut back to Kageyama's headspace. We're continuing this conversation. And Hisako's holding it in her hand and is like, I should actually thank you. I was so withdrawn from everything. Nothing meant anything to me. But then I got that note from you. And, you woke me up. If you haven't given me Tsubasa's, talisman thingy, I would have followed you blindly. And so Kageyama's low-key crashing out. He's like, I shouldn't have given it to you. You would have joined me. I can't believe it. And Hisako's like, thank you. You helped me face my problems with Tsubasa. My friends are calling me. I'll see you later. And yeah, he's crashing out hard right now. Mans hasn't had a good support system or friends for that matter, so I get it. And so he's like, wait, where are you going? Next time I see you, I might kill you. Now can you go to the next one?
Yeah. Right
there we go. And so we see Kageyama again. And he's like, it's my fault. I chased Hisako away. If I haven't returned it, next time we meet will be our last. Basically, it's doing his weird things to the other MyX soldiers, And so basically, we see in the corner, we see in the bottom, we see all the girlies. They're like, what the fuck is this shit? And we see Sunfire's like, Kageyama, why is he here? Is it possible this telepath was somehow drawn to my ex? Nah, this is definitely beyond that. Can you go to the last panels?
Yes.
Thank you. So basically, we see on the top, we see Kageyama and Hisako. They're looking at each other, and he's like, hi, Hisako, and goodbye. While Hisako's just looking at him, not really saying anything. That's where the issue ends. And for the lexicon, don't worry, guys. We get a drawing of all the masks, which are pretty cool looking. I'm not going to lie to you. So yeah, that's basically where it ends. December, we're getting issue 22, and I'm hyped. So stay tuned, y'all.
Yay. Keep up the gore in the comic arcs, so.
Not that gory. This one was not that gory, okay?
I'm expecting the goriest one for the final issue. Keep a friend. So, we'll see. But alright then, audience. I guess with that, we can move on to the next book. Austin.
Okay. Alright. Amazing X-Men #2. I thought it was issue 3, but it's issue 2. And as you can see, it's a Dark Child issue.
Yay!
And I won't lie. for the issue, I forgot that Dark Child is technically a different person.
Mm-hmm.
People don't remember. It used to be like an alter ego, and then became a different person thing. It's a different person.
Okay.
So, it looks like Ileana. As she says here, Ileana is gone. According to what's the dude's name? The guy who's inside out. I forgot his name. Glorb?
Glob?
Is it Glob? Is it straight Glob?
Glob? I forgot. Which? You there?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the guy's name's Glob?
Yeah, Glob Herman, the pink guy, blob guy with the bones in him. Yeah, that's Glob Herman.
Okay.
I keep calling him Herman. I keep getting his actual name is Glob. I thought it was just a mean nickname. I ain't even think of the X-Men name.
No, his name's Glob Herman.
Okay.
Glob said Liliana died.
He's usually pink, guys. Okay, he's usually pink.
We're doing a rave.
Yeah.
He's actually died during a rave on on Revelation, and then Juggernaut loses his shit.
Yeah.
You find out Darkchild came back and made Juggernaut Demon Knight, who's subservient to her. He then denied about Ileana's death, and she's kind of using that to torture him and make him subservient.
Okay.
People don't know they kind of have a small bond and stuff. But they've been bonding more and more in the current X-Men book too. Well, before this started, but
yeah.
That was the first picture. There's a girl on the team. Is that the first picture?
Yeah.
Go to the next picture then.
Oh,
because maybe this is supposed to be the first picture.
Okay, that's the first picture.
So I might have posted it wrong.
Hey, that's Elfino.
No, wow. That's why I posted it. That's not who that is. That's what I thought it was. So I had to reread.
Wait, sorry. No,
there's a girl named Animalilia, Animalilia, or something like that.
Gotcha.
So powers obviously turned into animals like hybrids like this. And she did this, and I immediately thought Hellfighter. And I was like, I had to show this one. That's why this has 4 pictures. I had to show Crypto this one.
Gotcha. I was hyped up there for a second. Hey, a Spider Boy. A tie back to Spider Boy audience. Yeah.
I kind of do hope they bring him up because I do want to see what happened to the. Like, everything what happened to Deadpool, I do kind of want to see what happened to like the actual hybrid people.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. Bailey might be the new Man Spider, like full on at this point.
Yep.
But long story short, as you see, they start the fight. Juggernaut kind of destroys her, like 2 hits.
Damn.
Glob is Glob's really badass in this book. Like, he is jaded to the world. He is ready to kill anybody who steps against the X-Men. He is not fucking around no more.
I still remember that first issue of the event. Glob kind of looked like he was going full commando here, like,
yeah. But basically, I almost said Cyclops. Cyclops being the leader he is.
His name is X-Clops now, guys.
X-Clop is gross. Cyclops being who he is. It's like, come on now. We all have history here. We all know each other. Me and Beast aren't from the present. Let's try to talk this out.
Mm-hmm.
Beast obviously figures out immediately. Oh, this isn't Ileana. This is Darkchild for on. It's not just like her challenging the power and transforming and stuff. But Ileana basically turned this part into a business.
Oh wow!
So what she says, like this area here, what you're looking at is a part of a company town. It's a plant branch of Limbo Inc.
Wow!
And what do I manufacture? I manufacture misery. And she showed there's an actual battle like people in like cubicles working on how to make people's lives worse.
Wow. What's that old saying? I'd rather rule in hell, audience. That's all you need to say with Ileana. Like
they always do this to her too. I do wish we had a post-story where she continues to be a hero.
Mm-hmm.
They always seem to find a way for her to be just immediately just be like, fuck it, I guess I'll just go evil queen. And it's kind of
Yep.
Austin, I have a quick question for you. Is this the only one of the Age of Revelation books you're reading?
I'm reading like 5 of them.
I'm only reading one of them because I really don't care about most of the other ones. But I'll read them every once in a while. But I'm reading Betray X-Men right now.
I think I'm reading this one. I don't see what all the main books are now because I read a lot of like the one issue stuff, like World of Revelation, all the other stuff. So I'll have to go back and see what actual stuff is coming out. But this Radioactive Spider-Man, I'm kind of slowly reading Sabretooth Laura, but it keeps pissing me off.
It's fine. It's fine.
Her marrying Sabretooth's kid is actually pissing me off.
It's fine. Also, in the Sinister book, Alex has a kid. Like Havoc has a kid for some reason. I don't know who the mom is, but who really gives a shit at this point?
It better be the Goblin Queen. It's the only person he's been sniffing after for years.
I don't remember what the kid looks like. I think the kid was blonde or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Look, I'm reading Betray X-Men for one team and one member of said team who got a 2-second cameo.
Oh, yeah. I read the Gambit book, and then I also read Rogue and Storm, but I didn't really like Rogue and Storm.
You didn't like Rogue Storm? That's valid.
The Gambit book's kind of good, though.
I'll read it in my own time. It's not my top priority book now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, quickly, just in case this comes up randomly later, Rogue in this timeline right now is a clone. She died. Gambit's still in with the degree stuff in his book. But in Rogue Storm, it's literally a clone of Rogue.
Oh, wow. So he's going through
although Storm died in the issue as well.
Wow. So
Austin, how much book do you have left?
Oh, no, yeah, don't worry. I'm about to be done. I'm about to go get through it.
No, just take time. I got to go do something real quick.
I can stretch until you get enough. I have to do the whole duel between Ileana and Scott. You go do what you got to do.
Okay.
So Scott challenged Ileana to a duel, but it's a duel of words.
A debate?
You know this thing, the truth hurts scripted?
Yeah.
Well, this makes it literal.
Wait,
what truth can you tell me that will hurt me so bad? Huh?
Want me to go to that picture I brought up?
I'll go to the first picture. I did this first picture. You see an example. Oh, no, it's not this one. The other one. Let's see. That one. This one is the first instance of the thing being used. Like you can see, she says the truth. These X-Men think you're a joke.
Oh.
Because remember, 10 years later, their Scott was kind of ass, and they kind of blamed that Scott for everything. Because, he got tricked and letting Revelation start all this bullshit.
Yeah.
But this guy is like, look, bro, I get that they don't like me. But don't worry. Here's my truth. I'm going to change their minds. It does no damage. And she's like, did you expect that type of truth to hurt me? That like you thought that was going to do anything? And then she tells him another truth. Your failure of leadership allowed Revelation to take power. The blood of millions is on your hands. And it attacks him. So that means it's a fact.
Dang.
So the universe blames Scott Summers for the Revelation getting power.
Dang you, Scott.
Also, you can blame Apocalypse. He had that whole Era Apocalypse thing. And I think it's funny where he was like, oh, I would have chose Richter instead of you.
The whole thing going on, which is there's a duel of words between Scott and Darkchild. So basically, you tell the truth, it does a certain amount of damage. The harder the truth, the harder the damage. So she's hitting him with the X-Men here think you're a joke. You're a failure of a leader. All this started because of you. And it's fucking Scott up. And then she tells him one more. You abandon your wife and child without a second thought. And this one sends him flying back a mile.
Oh, let me bring up that picture. Yeah. That should be the one.
And he says the truth. I probably should have said it before. So her calling him a failure, blaming him for millions. He said that's this body's fault. I haven't personally not made that choice yet, and I'm here to put it. I'm going to make it right when I go back. Scott, but as you can see, What?
We get a comment from Jake Tonall. You can't handle the truth. You're right, I can't.
That's basically what's happening. What's up, Jake?
Mm-hmm.
But like he is getting fucked up by our words. But the whole point of this is that he was letting this happen. He's actually not hurt at all. He stands up and he said that truth can't hurt me. I figured that out immediately when I fucking got here. I already do that stuff, so it doesn't really affect me. I basically let them see that I already knew. I took this pain so they could understand and help me convince them. I'm only here to follow of my older self's shitty plan. So I'm going to make a better plan. My future self might have given up on this world, but I have not given up.
Mm-hmm.
While I'm alive, while I got X-Men, our truth is the Dark Child exists to protect Ileana Rasputin. So if Ileana is dead, that means that you have failed the only thing that ever mattered to you. And it sends her flying. That's the other panel. I think the other page I had.
Yep.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Because like that's just factually true.
Mm-hmm.
If all of this was just to protect the little girl who was lost in the basically in hell, you fucked up a long time ago. And she said, "Please, no more." She legit gives up after the script. Like, this is it. Please, no more. I'm done. I'm cooked. He's like, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to fight you. But the truth is, what I want barely matters. I deal to deal. I need to get to Philadelphia. Help me. And she was like, why did you hold back for so long? You could have said that at the start of one if you already knew that for the case. I had to show what I was made of to be taken seriously by them. Because at the end of the day, I can do anything, as long as I have the X-Men with me.
Yeah. Aw.
And I was like, bro, this seems kind of shitty, though. You ain't got a telepath. What kind of team is this? This is the worst X-Men team I've ever seen. You don't got one telepath out of 2 million there are?
Damn. Don't you have a couple telepaths in your contacts, dude?
No, I'm saying, like, it's so weird. I don't think we ever. It's been a long time we had an X-Men team without one telepath.
You would think that'll be a requirement.
So he's asking, "Hey y'all, do anyone of y'all want to go with me?" And I'm like, "Sure, we'll go with you." He asked Psylocke, "You want to come with us?" And they're like, "No, fuck no. She's a serum. She's a fucking murderer. Fuck her." And do you think I don't know that it was you? Basically, they've been killing each other's side for a while. And Scott says, "Look, I know stuff's been hard. I know Psylocke's gonna kill some of y'all people, gotta kill some of her people, but at the end of the day, she's still an X-Men. The world still needs X-Men. Psylocke, let's go." And she said, "I guess I'm an X-Men again."
Really, dude? Really?
Well, to be fair, I didn't cover that in the first book, but she was already having doubts about the Revelation bullshit going on anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't think it would have took a lot for her to be convinced. I do think it took more for Glob and them to agree to it, though. Because he's the first one, like, she's a murderer. Fuck this lady.
She's literally spreading misery as her job.
Well, not Ileana. We're talking about Psylocke.
Oh, okay, Psylocke. Okay.
Yeah. Psylocke worked for Revelation, and she, like, broke off to join Ileana and stuff. But yeah, but she was the main person who was helping, like, Wolverine fight the X-Men for the years.
Yeah.
But now she's back on the team, and they're saying, "Damn, it's we know what Revelation is planning next, and it's the end of the world." And I'm like, how the fuck can it get worse than what we are now?
Wow. Well, I guess we'll find out how much more badly this world could get. So,
but like I said, X-Men, since they came back from Rise from the Ashes, I really have been loving Scott Summers again.
I think they're doing him justice nowadays.
Watching him kind of, I won't say regrow into a leader, but I guess more like accept his own faults and faults of everything around him instead of like that. I won't say that post-righteous feeling they kind of have after Krakoa. has been kind of interesting. It's more like instead of saying, "Oh, we're automatically the best," like we got to get back to being the best. Like I'm gonna bring us back to that level. And I can kind of respect it to a degree. So he's taking responsibility for his own actions again.
That's good. Yeah.
But I've been enjoying most of the new X-Men stuff. I think this run was good. I think it was needed. I hope this event. It's this event, or you would just call this another saga? I guess this is more a saga than an event.
It's more of a saga, really. Hey, if it's in a if it's a future tense story, so I really won't call it. Let's make it. Unless it's affecting the main line continuity, So. Yeah.
Well, I hope this saga is good. I hope the follow for this is all great. I just don't know where to go with Ramsey after this. Like if we go back in time, we go tell Apocalypse. Can Apocalypse just like take the power back?
Ooh, well, we're gonna have to trust the writer to tell that story.
Wait,
what?
You read the book that turned the guy into Revelation, right?
Era of Apocalypse, that one?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Do you just know how he got the power to turn into? Do you know how he got the power?
He won a tournament between a whole bunch of others, and then Apocalypse was like, "You can have my power now. You are gonna be like the next Apocalypse, or like my heir, or whatever the fuck." And then basically was just like, "Here you go." And then he looked like a different colored version of Apocalypse.
Do you think Apocalypse just took it back and we go back in time?
He looked fucking stupid. His twink death was immediate, and it was bad.
Do you think that Apocalypse can take the power back?
I think he can. I don't know if he will. To be honest with you, I don't know. But like,
if they go in time and show him the memories, I feel like he'll do it, and then just give it to Richter, and then we get a whole another situation. But if he can, I guess that's the easy way to get out of this situation.
I don't know if Apocalypse would take away this ability from Cypher, then immediately give it to Richter. To be honest with you, I don't know. Also,
I don't think he'll do it if he saw his future self say he should have gave it to Richter.
Yeah, I think that's him showing signs of regret.
Okay, I'm pretty much done my book.
Damn it! I failed my boyfriend once again.
Gotcha.
Anyways.
Alright then. I guess with that, we should probably move on to the last book of the night, audience.
Yay! I was supposed to talk about this book last week, but I didn't because we didn't do last week. Anyways, talk about Elfquest number 6 because I can do whatever I want, Better late than never. Anyways, so we start with a character named Sava. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I'm not the best at pronouncing names, but shut up. Anyways, she's doing her meditation thing, right? And then, she's doing her thing, and then she sees a vision of a very interesting looking person. And then she's like, "Whoa, what the hell was that? I need some water," And she's like, "I feel like this time something touched me like a fluttering of a moth's wing or something." I don't know. She said something like that. It was very interesting. Anyways, we cut to the desert. Okay, we see some little kid, this little kid running to Cutter. And we learn that this is one of Cutter and Lita's kids, right? Because they have 2 kids, fun fact. So basically, we see the son first, which his name is Suntop, and then we see the girl who is named Ember. Great mashup between the parents and to the kids. Honestly, when people make fictional children, it usually looks like one or the other. But anyways, they're spending some quality father-child time, And then we see a scorpion. Scorpion? Can I speak today? No. Anyway, so we see a scorpion walk on, trying to crawl on Ember's foot, And as someone who's lived in the desert where there are scorpions, they're fucking scary, dude. They're fucking scary. Be grateful that this is invisible. Basically invisible. But don't worry, Lita pulls up to save the day, throws a dagger at it, scares it away, and everything. And so they have family bonding. Yay! And so the kids are like, "Yo, Dad, tell us a story, I want to know." So basically, we cut to a story about how the day that the twins were born and everything, and Cutter was like, I'm gonna go in to hang out with my wife while she gives birth to our kid, because he didn't know. He doesn't know how many kids were gonna come out, Basically, he was stopped at first, but then he's like, nah, and so he's let in. We find out it's twins, by the way. It's the 2 kids in question.
Yeah.
And everything like that. What the fuck was his name? Yeah, Strongbow is teaching his own son how to hunt, and all this other stuff. And then we hear while Skywise is flirting with one of his lady loves, because he has that. We hear like a wolf howl and everything. So the Wolf Riders pull up, and we see a group of humans. We see a group of humans, and obviously the elves are going to be very defensive against the humans because of all the bullshit that they had to go through because of them. Luckily for them, it's only like one small family. It's like 4 people, 2 parents, a grandpa, and a kid. But still, like, they're ready to attack if needed, And they're like, oh, like, we're already dead. Like, the spirits have condemned us. Like, we're just going to die. Like, if we're going to die, do it bravely, And basically, yeah, they're all ready to kill them. They're all ready to kill all of them, And so Cutter's like, before you die, do you have anything else you should say? Like, blah, 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 blah. He's like, is there anyone else who follows you? And one of the humans is like, it's just us, trust. Like, please just let us go. Like, what harm have you done? And Cutter's like, are you kidding me? We demons have very long memories. We know all the shit the humans have done to us. Trust. Trust.
Bitch.
No, literally dead ass. Because they literally burnt down the forest that both the humans and the elves lived in, by the way, because one of the humans died after they tried to kill one of the elves.
That's petty.
Yeah, you should have been here when I was talking about 5 issues in a row. It was insanity.
I was here.
Yeah. Oh, you were here? Oh, that was a while ago, actually. I was doing a lot of speaking.
I was confused when you said, "Oh, I'm gonna do issue 5 at first." I was like, "What?" I thought you did that one.
Yeah, your boy was tired after that, by the way. Anyways, yeah. Basically, Cutter cuts their bullshit and was like, "Okay, Pike, Strongbow, we just need one more." And Woodlock decides to offer up his services because he could easily kill these people if he wanted to as well. Like, he made a promise. He made a promise, guys. But don't worry, if it wasn't for Redlands, who, by the way, was the elf that was going to get sacrificed by the humans, if it wasn't for them being like, okay, let's hear them out, guys. Let's hear them out. Okay? And everything like that. And so basically, they allowed one of the humans to speak. Can you go to the first picture? I think it was of Sava. I don't remember who. Cryptid.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the first picture. Can you go to the next picture?
Okay.
Okay, that really badly screenshotted one. It's fine, don't worry about it. It gets the gist done. So basically, he's like, okay, hear me, wolf demons. Like, we are enemies, but I speak true. This world is not yours. And he basically explains, being like, oh, yeah, we were just, like, chilling and everything. And then these demons who were hiding behind thunderclouds pulled up and all this other stuff, Basically telling his side of this, like, what he knows of the story and everything like that. And then obviously, like, they're like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? And so basically Cutter's like, our past never had the fucking cross, but you had your sacred duty, quote unquote, to kill us, didn't you? Like, blah, 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 He's like, well, wasn't it enough for y'all to, like, drive us away from our home for fire and everything? Like, you're in our hands now. We can kill you whenever we want. And so basically, the human guy was like, yes, it is our final punishment for destroying the forest and everything like that. Like, they had to, like, leave, They left their tribe and everything like that because, they were not in the forest. They have to go somewhere. But, yeah. They're trying to basically plead a case, and everything like that. Fuck. So, yeah, basically Woodlock was like, I'll kill you guys, like, fuck you, you will die now. And he's like, Cutter, we waited too long, just give me the command. And so Red Lance is like, what has happened to you, dude? Like, what, like, chill out, you know? He's like ready to shoot one of them, you know, which so happens to be the child in question, the human child. But don't worry, he purposefully misses. And he's like, and Woodlock's like, what's the use? Like, I promised Rain Song that our kids would never have to see another human and everything like that, all this other stuff. But guess what happens? Guys?
What?
The old man dies. Okay, the old man on the horse dies. And so basically, Cutter's like, fuck it, just go, leave the dead one here as a warning, and if you guys try to come back here, we will kill you on sight. Got it?
Damn.
And so the living people, the rest of the survivors leave, you know, and everything like that. So basically they were trying to plead for like safety with the elves and everything like that, but guess what? They have a bad relationship with them going back a long ass time, you know. This was beef for day long, and this is like a lot for Cutter just to leave them alive, trust, and everything like that. So yeah, Strongbow is obviously pissed off, and Cutter whacks him, and he's like, I am not Bear Claw, I am Cutter, how dare you defy me, and everything like that. And those two, they start like clashing it out a little bit, and then they calm down. They recollect themselves, you know, and then they go talk to Sava. I think that's how you pronounce your name. My bad if I mispronounce your name. It seems pretty simple, but I could be wrong. Anyways, so basically she's like, okay, in the distant past, you know, my family founded Sorrow's End, which is where they are, you know, believing that we had escaped human hatred and violence forever, you know, and all this other stuff. So basically, she tells them that, oh, yep, you guys have to go on another quest. Some of y'all have to go on a quest, and everything like that. And so basically, one of Cutter's kids is like, Dad, are you gonna go away and everything like that? And so basically, while all the other elves are just hanging out and all that jazz, like Cutter's like contemplating, you know, like, should I go on this quest? Should I not go on this quest and stay with my wife and kids and everything like that? And so basically, at first, like, Lita's like, have you decided like what you wanted to do? And he's like, I can't leave you and the kids, you know. And so basically, Lita reassures him that it's like, trust me, you'll be fine. Like, I can't go with you because I'm the healer here, and my priority is the village. But trust me, everything's gonna be fine. Can you go to the next picture, please?
Yes, hold. There we
go
go.
back. Well, not that one. It was the other one. It was the one where it was at night. Not that one. The other one. That one. Yeah. So basically, he has decided that he was gonna go. He basically reassures everyone that it'll be fine. And so basically, Cutter's like, where the hell is Skywise? And we see that Skywise was talking to Lita about something, you know. And so basically, they're about to leave on their mission, you know. Cutter says goodbye to his kids and then Lita and everything. Skywise says goodbye to his harem of ladies because he's just cool like that, guys. Skywise is just cool like that.
Yeah.
And everything like that. And then they go on their journey with 2 horses and their wolves because that's cool. Basically, from the beginning of the story, they were on their way to this village, and now they're on their way back from this village. So they have to go through like the troll underground cave system that they have. But guess what? We find out that it's empty, completely abandoned. And so can you go to the next pic?
I think it's gonna be the last pick.
That one. So they open up the gate, like the door thingy or whatever, and they find out the remnants of their forest, which is completely desolated. You know, it's just stumps and grass. Don't worry, there's still grass. But yeah, that's the end of issue 6. Issue 6. Yeah. So stay tuned next week when I talk about issue 7, because I don't think I have any books for next week.
Oh, okay. We'll make something work out, you know?
You know we do.
Yep. Well, audience, we got through all the books on time, just like yesterday. So, Yeah,
I know. Being able to go to
I'm
sleep early 2 days in a row, that's insane.
I know, right? Okay. Well, audience, you heard us do a live stream three times in a row this week. So, all right, we'll see
You're
y'all
getting
next
2 days.
time. It's good. There you go. Back to our regular scheduled program. So, anyway, audience, thank you for joining us, and we'll be seeing you all next time. See
Bye.
ya.